the National Television, welcome to this English News Edition. I'm Fabian Yonizige here. Top stories. The President of the Commission of the Economic Community of Central African States calls on the regional and the international community for an intermediate, coordinated and strengthened mobilization of financial, material and logistical resources to guarantee adequate emergency humanitarian assistance to Congolese refugees who have fled to clashes between the Congolese armed forces and the AFC M23. The week dedicated to Burundian drama opened this Tuesday in Bujumbura. The theme of the 9th edition is the drum, an invaluable heritage of Burundi's culture and identity. The leadership of its President Daniel Ndabirabe, the National Assembly adopted its activity calendar for the period from December 15 to 30 of this year on Tuesday. On the agenda for the period, the National Assembly will analyze and adopt the draft law amending law number 1/12 of June 25 concerning the establishment of the state's general budget for the 2025-26 fiscal year. During this period, the Assembly's standing committees will also hold meetings. Tuesday's plenary session also provided an opportunity for the President of the National Assembly to present the reports of his working missions to Morocco and Russia. A high-level dialogue on adequate nutrition and human capital development opened this Tuesday in Bujumbura. Burundian Prime Minister Nestor Ntahontuye, who opened the meeting, called on ministries with the departments related to nutrition to integrate programs aimed at ensuring adequate nutrition for the population into their action plans. And the first vice president of the National Assembly, Generose Ngendanganya, returned this Tuesday from Rabat, Morocco, where she had participated in the FED conference, bringing together the president of national assemblies and the parliaments. This meeting focused primarily on economic issues as well as the role of the youth and the women in the life and the development of the country. The president of the Economic Community of Central Africa States Commission is calling on the regional and the international community for an immediate, coordinated and strengthened mobilization of financial materials and the logistical resources to ensure adequate emergency humanitarian assistance for Congolese refugees who have fled clashes between the Congolese armed forces and AFC M23. Ezekiel Nibigira made this appeal on Tuesday at a press conference held after a visit to refugee reception site in Gatumba and Buganda.
During this press conference, the president of the Commission of the Economic Community of Central African States stated that during a visit to the reception site hosting refugees from Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo, particularly from the city of Uvira, who are fleeing clashes between the Congolese armed forces and the AFM23 rebels, he noticed that the refugees are facing a severe shortage of food, shelter, sanitation facilities, drinking water, basic health services, as well as logistics for transporting refugees from reception sites to refugee camps. According to data provided by site officials, approximately 25,000 refugees are currently registered in Gatumba and nearly 40,000 in Buganda. The majority of these refugees are women and children living in extreme hardship and total vulnerability, according to Ezekiel Nibigira. This situation further aggravated by overcrowding and insufficient infrastructure exposes refugee populations to serious health risks, with strong concerns about the outbreak and spread of contagious diseases, he continued. According to Ezekiel Nibigira, inaction or an inadequate humanitarian response could lead to serious and long-lasting consequences both for the affected populations and for the social and security stability of surrounding communities. In view of the growing human suffering and the deterioration of living conditions of these refugees, the President of the Commission of the Economic Community of Central African States called for regional and international solidarity. Ezekiel Nibigila took the opportunity to thank the government of Burundi for its hospitality and for the efforts made to accommodate these refugees. He also expressed his gratitude to UNHCR, the World Food Programme, and other humanitarian actors present on the ground.
Thanks. That was Godie Gatogato reporting. The week dedicated to Burundi drums opens this Tuesday in Bujumbura. The theme of this 9th edition is the drum, an invaluable heritage of Burundi's culture and identity. LC Ororo Kamkama for more details.
These are the drums that made the ceremonies dedicated to Drums Day. This took place at Place de l'Indépendance. It is Lydia Sekela, Minister of Sport, Youth and Culture, who officially launched the week dedicated to drums of Burundi. Different drummers team as Palais National, Birenzi Vyantare, Ruchiteme of Buyenzi, Akayaze of Musée Vivant, and the Komeza Karanga of Kamenge participated in those ceremonies. By the time Burundian drums are considered as UNESCO patrimony, Minister of Youth and Culture, Lydia Sekela, said that a competition of drummers to the national level will be organized soon. That week dedicated to drums is on its 8th edition and will take an end on 20th December 2025 at Ingoma Stadium of Gitega.
In order to realize the national vision for the maritime transport sector, a master plan for port development in Burundi is being drawn up. This plan will bring considerable benefits for the country. These remarks were made during a workshop organized this Tuesday by the Burundi Maritime and Port Authorities for stakeholders in this sector. More details, the following report.
This workshop, held on Tuesday by the Burundi Maritime and Port Authority in collaboration with the organization Enabel, aimed to analyze the content of the master plan for the development of ports in Burundi. Participants from the relevant sector attended a detailed presentation of master plan, during which experts highlighted the numerous benefits its implementation will bring to the country. The Director General of the Burundi Maritime and Port Authority, Godelieve Ninahazwe, stated that the plan was designed in alignment with Burundi's national development vision. The representative of Enabel, the organization that funded the development of the plan, reaffirmed their commitment to continue supporting Burundi's development projects. The Minister of Transport, Jean-Claude Nzobaneza, emphasized that the implementation of this master plan would contribute to the country's economic growth. Participants also had the opportunity to voice their concerns and provide suggestions to further enrich the plan.
And to end this news in our weekly column public administration, which we present every Tuesday, our colleagues visit various inclusive infrastructure projects in Bujumbura, built with accessible pathways for people with disabilities. These projects express their gratitude to those who have already prioritized accessibility and encourage others to follow their example. Details.
Infrastructure is one of the key indicators of a country's development. With the aim of achieving sustainable and inclusive development, construction projects must plan and provide access routes adapted for people living with disabilities. In the various infrastructures we visited, including markets, churches, schools, and different offices, it is evident that many have already begun integrating access routes designed for people living with disabilities. Patrick Ngoga, head of the organization working for people living with disabilities, the Ngoga Patrick Foundation, and himself a person with a disability, welcomes the fact that some breeders have already taken these facilities into account. He nevertheless calls on others to follow suit. Tarsis Ndaizeye, coordinator of the Inter-University Master's Program at the University of the Great Lakes, IGL, states that the university has made inclusive development a priority. It is in this spirit that access routes for people living with disabilities are systematically provided in its infrastructure. He urges other educational institutions to integrate these facilities, starting from nursery school, so that children living with disabilities can also study and contribute to the country's development. Breeders of public infrastructures, whether state-owned or privately owned, are urged to ensure the provision of access routes adapted for people living with disabilities so that they are not left on the margins of development.
We're at the end of this news edition. Thank you for being with us. Keep watching our programs. Bye-bye.